You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to another TADPOG podcast.
You sound good.
It's a show that happens twice a week, where two old guys play old games. This week, we'll be playing through, well, it's Original Flavor Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we're playing down through Digital Trends, Top 25, Sega Genesis games. This week, we're on 13?
There you go. You got it.
13, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Yep.
But first, I'm your bearded host, Tyler. And there's some sauces here for us to try.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to see if you would do that for the entire show.
The entire show.
We have been, referred to as the poor man's...
You're the poor man's hourglass.
So
I got something much more negative. I don't remember what it was, though. Something about a southern accent. Because, see, Lord Mike of Purdue, when he was going to Talon Falls, which is Paducah's haunted house type thing.
yeah, that's the first time I've been... I had a chainsaw put on my body. Was at Talon Falls.
I went my senior year of high school, and that's it.
Didn't like it.
Nope.
What didn't you like about it?
Thought it was more expensive than I thought it was worth.
It was expensive. I remember
It's just
that.
sort of hokey. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's scarier to me than the actual haunted house? And I think this is just because
Todd Farron. Yeah.
Todd Farron, yeah. I don't even know I don't even know anything about him, honestly. He's a photographer here in town, right?
Yep.
Oh my God, we're
Yep.
gonna get sued by Todd Farron.
I know my mom knows him, and my mom thinks he's an asshole. So, so I'm just
all
speaking
right.
through my mother.
Yeah. And that's an opinion. You can't sue somebody over
That's
an opinion.
true.
I remember going and like, what's scarier to me than haunted houses is like waiting in line at a haunted house. Like that's a lot scarier to me than the actual haunted house. And I think it's just because of like social anxiety. Like I just think because it's like, I don't know how to like, here's the thing, right? Okay. When you're waiting in line at a haunted house, sometimes the haunters, the employed haunters will come out and like fuck with people in line, right? And it's like I never know what's the social contract there.
The haunters and the Gengars.
Yes, and the Ghastlies. So I don't know like what's the social contract there. Do I need to pretend like they're scaring me? Like, so I can encourage them? Like, hey, you're doing a good job here, guy. So I'm gonna pretend to be scared, or what? I mean, what's proper procedure on that?
Laughter.
Yeah,
Laughter. I think either way, either it's diffusing you're being scared, or you think it's lame, or you think I think universally, laughter.
Yeah.
Pretty acceptable.
I like haunted houses though because they send you in those like groups of 4 or 5 or whatever, and then I get to scare my wife a lot.
Oh, because I wrote down 2 things before it, because I don't know why it prompted it. I think you said because of Halloween, so it made me think of what I'd like to do for our Halloween episode.
Okay.
What I think we should do.
What should we do?
I'd like to do Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay.
We talked about that like 2 years ago, I
Yeah.
think,
And then
when it was a newer game, and then we didn't get to it.
and now there's like 18 of them or something like
There
that.
are, I think the 5th one is about to come out. I think like Markiplier got an advanced copy because that's like his thing, is that game.
Yeah.
So the creator sent him an early copy of Sister Project, which is Sister Location, which is the 5th game.
Oh, I see. I will probably go ahead and stream that, although I worry because like I've watched a lot of like people stream survival horror, and it's like okay, if you want like a totally safe for work softcore porn, watch somebody stream a survival horror game, because like the acting is like just exactly the same. It's just like, whoa, I'm so scared. And it's like, you're fucking acting. You're not. This isn't real. You're pretending to be scared because you know that's what people are coming to see. So like I'm down. Let's do it because I haven't played the game. I want to experience. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to, because I've been streaming the games that we have been talking about. I'm gonna try to just stream it just as completely straight faced.
That would be
just completely emotionless, just a sociopath, just like clicking his way through Chuck E. Cheese,
eating a cheeseburger.
right?
I anticipate that you really like it.
I think that
you
I will too.
Because Brady Jr. is obsessed with it. So there are shirts and blankets and toys and stuff all around the house because they all of the girls love this pretty scary horror game.
But I mean, as far as like horror goes, though, isn't it pretty like PG?
I guess it's more of a thriller, really.
Yeah,
because it's just very, very tense.
I mean, like demons aren't like popping out of people's dicks, right?
Mm-mm.
I mean, that's pretty tame because like that's the shit I'm used to in survival horror at this point.
Yeah,
where it's like
Resident Evil 7, yeah,
right?
Demon dicks,
right?
And then I also, because I'm getting way ahead of myself.
Yeah, let's do it.
But unless
let's
there's something you have in mind for
there is not
our upcoming Othership Monday.
I was gonna suggest a few options, but I really hadn't settled on anything. Do you have something in mind?
Two different things. There's depending on what's next on the list.
Fatal Fury is next on the list.
Okay, so then next I would like to do Kid Chameleon.
Okay, that was going to be one of the options that I was going to offer because I remember you mentioning it.
Kid Chameleon with Barbecue Bear and Drew Rowland.
Okay,
if we can work that out, that's something he had talked to me about. And then the next thing that I was going to do is another TADPOG.
Okay.
So to prep for Shining Force 2, to do Shining Force is sort of Haja for Game Gear.
Okay. I'm down for either. How about we leave it up to Drew
what
Hops
Drew
and
can work out
schedule. If he can record.
So there you go,
let's
Drew.
do Kid Chameleon. If not, then we'll do the TADPOG.
That sounds good. All right. I like it when we hash things out on the air.
I really do. I actually really do like it. Yeah. Because it's weird. Like when we're not on the mics, we don't make eye contact. We just kind of like grunt at each other.
Grunt, yeah.
Yeah. But this is like this is good. I feel like we actually like accomplished something here today.
But mentioning Lord Mike coming back from Talon Falls.
Yeah. All right. Back to our intro.
Back to that. He went to that pepper store in Louisville and brought us back 3 what looked like extremely hot salsas, especially this one on the right.
Okay, so what are we working with? What do we got? I know we got a white lid, a black lid, and a gold lid. Is this in like the salsa sphere? Does this mean like different levels of quality?
Yeah, I'm gonna because I know this one. This one on the right is ghost pepper, so it's gonna be the hottest.
Right, and that's the one with the gold
last.
lids. That's the best. I'm thinking the white lid is probably your basic.
That's what
salsa,
I'm thinking because I looked at because it's Kylitos salsa, and I assume it's a joke on Carlito's Way. I don't know, but there's
Remember Me?
Because I know it's not the hottest salsa that they have because there's still a little bit of room on this guy's hat on his sombrero. That is white, so I assume there's another level of heat.
Okay.
So I'm assuming this is probably going to be the weakest one, and then this middle one.
With the black lid.
Mateo's Gourmet Salsa, uniquely different.
Okay. So let's go in order of what we think is going to be the low shelf to the high shelf. Let's do that.
That is what I would like to do. So I'm going to open this Kylitos Salsa.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good pop.
And Lord Mike did bring us a bag of Tostitos to eat with these. I made the mistake of leaving them out, and they were devoured by girls. So I made us some tortilla chips.
I'm glad you've been checking your girl traps.
Yep.
Yes, I like homemade tortilla chips. I do not make them often enough.
Dip out some here.
All right.
And then give this to you.
Yeah, that's a little watery.
Yeah, they're all the watery variety.
Okay. Do you, what is your preference on salsa? Do you like chunk to it?
I like chunk.
I do too.
Mm-hmm. For some reason, watery sort of just feels cheap to me. Although I'm sure these were not like 99-cent bargain bin salsas.
Okay, here we go. I'm getting a good scoop on this. Okay. You ready?
Right. Yep.
Okay, that's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, it's got good flavor. I thought I initially there's some heat. Oh, it's gone.
The guy on the label looks like Randy Marsh fuck Guy Fieri.
That'll be on the Instagram.
That's good. Thank you, Micah.
That's a pretty good one. Okay.
I like that. I could eat that casually.
Yeah, there's enough heat to it that it's better than like the Walmart salsa that says hot.
Yeah.
you know?
No, that's so much better than the Walmart hot salsa. Yeah.
So now Mateo's gourmet salsa, uniquely different, not responsible for obsession, hot. So I think they're both of these are habanero salsas.
Okay. So this is Matthew McConaughey's salsa?
Yep.
Great.
All right. And I will go ahead and get a dip out of this one.
All right.
God, I love cilantro. Yeah, this one definitely
Oh,
smells.
it's got a lot of cilantro in it?
Yeah, I'm seeing more cilantro.
Nice.
Love cilantro.
I do too. I'm with you.
Yeah, this one definitely smells hotter.
Yeah, there's a lot of seeds in this one too. That's promising. Yeah, it does smell hotter.
Yep. So I think we chose correctly on the order.
All right. I'm going to dip here. Dip my chip. Chips out for Harambe. All right. Does this have any heat to it?
I don't have any.
This doesn't have any heat to it.
I just get smokiness.
Yeah, really. This is not hot at all.
Yeah.
I need to confirm. Maybe it's just that other one. Maybe it's the Carlitos Way salsa that ruined it for me. Here, I'm going to get a big glob.
Yeah, because, man, nothing. Just the smokiness.
No, I got no heat, man. All right. Well, we chose poorly, I feel like.
All right. Yeah, it even smelt like it looked hotter, but yeah.
It's got all the seeds and everything.
Yeah,
like,
you
I
would've
thought for
thought
sure.
so.
Okay. All right. But
Maybe
then,
they fucked up on this one.
Maybe.
Like, because after Brandon of Axelay fame got that bag of Funyuns with no seasoning on it, that it made me like, oh, there will just be bad batches of stuff. So I just wonder, like, if I don't like something, if this isn't hot, is this a fucked up batch like that bag of Funyuns?
Do you think that bag of Funyuns would be worth money? You know how like when a comic book is run incorrectly and it's like skyrockets in value?
Funyuns, no seasoning,
right?
extra rare, $250.
Oops, all yuns. There is no fun in this bag.
This last one is Jardine's small batch, gluten-free ghost pepper XXX salsa.
Okay, that sounds good. Although, I tell you what, man, I love the heat of ghost pepper. I'm not a huge fan of the flavor of ghost pepper.
I'm with you because I feel like the heat is it's not a lingering heat. It's just like hits you hard
shot,
and fast.
right? Yeah.
But yeah, there's not a lot of flavor behind it.
That's like, it's weird because like I love the flavor of jalapeno. That's like, I love that that green salsa that Mike H sent us because of the flavor. It's like, it's got a decent enough heat, but like, man, that jalapeno flavor goes great on so much shit. I'm down to like a half of that bottle.
That's how I am with that Mexican hot sauce that he sent me. Like I made fish tacos earlier and coated those fish tacos in it. It's so good. Man, that brand.
I know.
Bring
I'm
it.
loving that poblano brand. Bland.
No exaggeration. This salsa is over the top hot with over the top delicious too.
Ooh.
Wanting to create an extreme heat salsa that not only satisfies your I like it hot side, but also your I want that flavor with that too side. We believe we did just that.
Okay.
It's the true heat complementing flavor and vice versa.
Okay. The flavor complementing heat.
Those who like their salsa brow sweating hot will rejoice, jar after jar.
Okay. Great. That sounds good. Sounds promising. I wonder if it would go good with pizza rolls.
It smells like tomato paste.
That's not promising. But then again, the other one we just opened,
It's true.
McConaughey's salsa, it smelled hot and it wasn't hot.
And this is incredibly watery.
Jardines needs to change his diet. Too many Doritos.
It's like Miller with that poor ass diet. If I can come on the show and refute me, Miller. Last 2 times I've said something, he's been busy.
All right, this is really watery.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I got nothing, man.
Nothing.
I got nothing.
0.
Is this for real?
Is this real life?
Is this real life? Oh, there's a little bit in the end, but not
That's
much.
what she said.
Yay. Here, I'm going to get a big old glob.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, did not expect that. I did not expect the hottest one to be the first one that we thought was going to be the most mild.
I know. Well, thank you, Micah. I enjoyed that. Mm-hmm. Although, I think we're both going to agree. What is it? Kalitos?
Carlitos salsa.
Kalitos? That's the best one.
Yep.
And that one actually gets you that Jardines gets you a big glob of it because it hits you on the back end.
I get this my most bowl-shaped chip.
I think we should do a salsa podcast. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just like we just talk about salsas. We spent an entire episode on salsa.
I also realized Oops All Goofs abbreviates out to OAF.
Oh, that's...
So we'd have OAFcast. Oh, OG. Shit. OGcast.
Well,
damn.
That's still fine.
Oops All Fools. OAF.
I'm okay to not have a podcast that's an acronym that's difficult for people.
Okay. You know, OG. Man, I fucked that one up all day long. I was like, OAF. Yeah, I just like immediately accepted my own truth. Yeah, that's right. I won't question myself at all.
Should I get another set of eyes on this? Nah, fuck it. It's good.
Nope, it's truth. Sign it away. Get that dreidel, spin it, put it in a safe. That's my own truth now. It's my idea.
I wish all of our listeners could have seen. I wish I could have seen the look on my face when you said oof. Because I was like, or oof.
Yeah, you thought about like, oh, wait a minute.
So what? Micah sent us something else. What is this?
He did. He sent us. They're dried peppers. Not something I've ever heard of. Oh yeah, now I'm getting on the back end.
It's there. It's just it's weird. It takes a little while to get there.
It's like an episode of Dragon Ball Z. It just takes forever to power up. Yeah, it's hotter than Calito salsa, but it takes
a while.
It's really late.
It really does take a while.
But this Mi Costanito chile piquin, whole piquin chilies. So I don't want to eat these dried and raw.
Oh, you're supposed to cook with them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
To rehydrate them.
You sure you don't want it? You don't want to just have one?
I will do this with some. I will cook these at some point in something for us to try.
Okay.
But I did not have time today. But yeah, he sent us something else, and we'll have to eat that at a later date.
Okay. Well, cool. Exalted Lord Micah Purdue, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you for thinking of us. We love, we're just two spicy boys. Yeah. We just love to eat. We can't help it. We also love labels that look like Randy Marsh on fire.
With a sexy girl drawn like Beavis and Butthead.
I don't know about sexy.
She looks like an avatar from Palace Chat.
Well, I stand corrected. Clearly sexy.
Which one thing I didn't know about, I saw on Facebook a BuzzFeed article about like 36 hard truths for 90s kids. So I looked at it and connected some dots that I did not realize from Palace Chat.
Oh, okay. Hit me.
There was a super popular outfit in Palace Chat. And because it was a Tommy Hilfiger, I don't want to say a sports bra or a tube bra, like a half tube top, or it's just basically a bra that was Tommy Hilfiger. The girls would wear boxers with sagging like Jinko jeans. Yeah. Not Jinkos, but Tommy Hilfiger baggy jeans, Tommy Hilfiger boxers, and the top.
Okay.
And
the girls in Palace Chat would wear that.
Yeah, all their avatars. That was a super popular outfit. I didn't know why or where it came from. I just thought, oh, okay, well, that looks pretty good. Okay. That is something that Tommy Hilfiger did in the 90s where that was Aaliyah's thing. Aaliyah. Yeah, so she came out. That's why it listed that in the things. I was like, oh, that's where it came from. And that's why it died. Okay.
You know what? I think that just proves what I've said for years. You're never too old to learn things about Palace Chat.
Yeah. You're never too old to miss Aaliyah.
Yeah. So. That's, my tattoo says it all. My Aaliyah tattoo.
Okay.
Miss you, girl.
Yeah, I'd expect that. God, my dad loved that song. Yeah. Oh, he fucking loved that. I remember him like making me listen to it all.
Really?
He's like, "I listen to this song. Hear that baby crying in the background? That's cool. That's just cool." Like, okay.
I love it. I love it because it sounds
it's the first and only thing my dad's ever called cool.
Yeah. Well, that's what's funny. You say him saying cool, like that it like is obvious to me. At least this is what it feels like. It feels like your dad was like trying to figure out what you might like and then trying to connect with you over it. And then like missing the mark.
He likes sexy black girls and babies crying. I can connect with him on this song.
What's up, Internet? I'm Dave. I am your bespectacled host, and that is a sound.
Yeah.
Wait. I didn't get a good one. Let me get a better one. There we go. That is the sound of a hot pink slap bracelet that I have been wearing since I received the package.
Kenna did not know what to think about those.
I gave it to Henry too, and he was like very confused. He held it like a popsicle stick, and then I think the moment it like curled, he was like, "No, I'm done with this."
Because Kenna was playing with it, I took it from her and snapped it onto her leg.
Yeah.
And she just like,
I had a little bit of a different reaction. I slapped it on Henry's arm, and he was like, "Off." Off.
See, Kenna loves bracelets and stuff like that anyway, so she was all about it.
Well, that's weird for me to think this was Henry's first bracelet experience, was the slap bracelet. So it made me think, because today I went through Taco John's drive-through. It's not a paid endorsement. I go there every Tuesday. Yep. I pick up tacos for me and Mom. And as I was paying, I saw the guy look down at my wrist, and then he smiled. And I was like, well, he's either gay and he's into me, or he remembers
or
the
he's
slap
just
bracelet.
into me.
Or he's just into me. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's my charisma really transcends genders, I believe.
Either way, it's coming out.
Yeah, right. One way or another, he's seeing my dick. So I was thinking about, like, I was like, man, I wonder what he thinks of me, just like based on this hot pink slap bracelet. Mm-hmm. And it made me think about Cars. Stay with me here. I know this is weird.
Cars, the Disney movie?
No, I've never seen Cars, the Disney movie.
Neither have I.
So, all right. Next Patreon bonus episode, Tyler and Dave watch Cars. So, which car do you think would fuck the other car when the camera's off? That's how that conversation goes. Okay, so I was thinking about, like, how I make just like snap judgments of people just based on what they have on their car. Mm-hmm. You know, because people usually have like
bumper stickers
and stuff, and the vinyl stickers in the windows and stuff like that. And it's like, I like it because it's like, it gives me like this moment of being like, I like that person, I don't like that person, you know, kind of deal. And which is a really weird like power trip to have when I'm driving. But I like it. But what I love the most is when I see something like completely outlandish or doesn't match the car or something like that. You know, like a sticker that doesn't match. I saw this happened a while ago. You know how you like when you're driving somewhere and someone keeps making like they're either in front or behind you, they keep making the same turns as you. Mm-hmm. So you kind of have like this car buddy that follows you around for several minutes. This was earlier this year in the summer. I had a car buddy. I was coming home. I was going back to work from home on lunch, and I was behind a car that had. I mean, it was this kind of like. Early 90s model car, like a compact car. I can't remember exactly what model it was. But what I remember clearly was a hot pink vinyl sticker on the back of it that said Dixie Girl. I was like, Dixie Girl? What does that even mean? Like, is she just like proud that she's from the South? Or is she like, is she like a Confederate supporter? Like, where do her politics lie? You know, is this a political statement, or is this just like a cute, like,
here did you not hate Dixie Girl?
You're right. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I don't know what to make of this. And I was like, well, I got to pass my car buddy. I have to see Dixie Girl. I have to. I will not be able to complete my day if I do not get an idea of what Dixie Girl looks like. And I assumed
also an alias for Bailey J.
Is it really?
No.
I was about to say that is incredibly surprising. But I do appreciate the Bailey J nod because we haven't mentioned her in a long time. So I was like,
she liked one of my tweets the other day.
Nice, nice. We're moving up. Bailey J, if you're listening, come on, come on the show. Let's talk. I mean it. You've reached out to Bailey J before, yeah?
Yep.
She's just got too many. She's got too many followers. Mm-hmm. We're just a drop in the ocean.
Like 2 of her own podcasts, and she's been on Amy Schumer's ship before.
Right. Yeah. So
I feel like Joe Lee Rain was a possibility, but I don't think she ever logged back onto Twitter. So
I was obsessed. I was like, I got to see Dixie Girl. I have to. So what happened was I So I passed Dixie Girl like in a completely illegal zone. I was like, I'm almost to work. My time is now. I have to do it. Carpe diem. And I fucking drove by Dixie Girl. I looked in the window and there was a man who looked like the painter on Murphy Brown. And like, I swear there was a moment where it's like, I should have, because this is like a 1-lane deal, right? Like I should have just pulled right up in front of him and kept going. But like there was this like lingering second where I just like was staring at this man in disbelief. Like I had been misled in some way.
No, you were hoping to see Jessica Simpson on Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was.
Should have like flagged around to pull over. I'm sorry, are you Dixie Girl?
Right.
And there's a story here and I have to hear it.
So yeah, I don't know. I would love Dixie Girl, if you're listening, call us 270-883-2555.
Yeah.
Let us know. I want to know the story behind that. I love it when I find, like when I see a car that someone is driving that's obviously not theirs. I love that. Where it's like, is this car stolen? Because it has things like, world's best grandmother or something on it. And then like I look and it's like a 15-year-old boy.
Who should not be driving.
No. Or not without a legal guardian.
There's somebody I work with because employees have to park on the 4th floor of the parking garage. So I work with them because I always see their car on the 4th. They're giant Suburban on the 4th floor. When I walked by, they had this, it was a very strange bumper sticker or just sticker that covered almost the back of their entire car.
Yeah.
It was like Chaos Kennel, spelled with a K, with a large, just demonic looking pit bull. I remember I stopped by it. I was walking by on the way to my car, stopped, just agape at it. I was like, what is this? Does he work for Michael Vick? Does he raise like chaotic pit bulls?
Is he a
like,
Vickite?
Yeah. So, and then the other one, someone else that I work with.
You don't know the answer?
No clue. I kind of don't want to look into it.
You don't want to? Then
I'm scared.
I won't spoil it for you.
And then the other person who parks on the other side of the parking garage has a Team Mystic sticker. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Person in a large white van, Mystic sticker.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's it.
Yep.
That's all I got. That's all the time that I can eat up.
You hear that, Dave?
I do hear that. I think I hear that. What is it? Is it the
It's
sound?
us.
It's us?
It's us talking
Yeah.
to eat up time because we don't have a lot to say about this game that we've already played.
Yeah, I feel like that's accurate. I kind of do. I really want to fight and say, yeah, I've got a lot to say about this game. But I don't. I do have a Dave reads from Wikipedia, if you're interested in that.
I am, of course, I'm interested in that.
If you'll give me just a moment.
I'll give you so many moments.
So many moments. Can you tell me what the deal is with pit bulls? Like,
The artist Pitbull?
yeah, please tell me everything you know about Pitbull. Name a song that Pitball. Name a song that Pitball does.
Who all yay?
Is that one?
I don't know.
I could recognize a Pitbull song, but I cannot name one.
Yeah. He I know I've got respect for him because he had a contest about with an association with Walmart, like whatever city got the most votes from their local Walmart, he would do a concert at.
Oh,
Reddit
wow.
got a hold of that.
You're right. Where'd they send them? Where did Reddit send Pitbull?
Kodiak, Alaska, to like a super small random ass town in the middle of Alaska.
Did he do it?
He did.
Yeah,
he did it.
I like it.
And
I like it.
they were so happy to see him. So it has a picture of him with all these Walmart employees in Kodiak, Alaska.
Well, I guess why would he care, right?
Yeah.
I mean, why would he care where he's going?
It's not like what was it? Taylor Swift did the same thing for a concert.
Really?
So Reddit got a hold of it, and the winner was like a school for the deaf. So instead of doing a concert, she donated like $25,000 worth of like instruments and teaching tools and things like that to them. So
Well, that's
still
nice.
worked out.
She could have at least shown up.
Yeah,
though. Like,
yeah.
I feel like that's a thing where it's like, hey, I'm going to show up and here's a check. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
I do hear Pitbull and Taylor Swift eating salsa and talking about Dixie girls.
Dixie Girl.
I almost said Dixie chicks, and I realized that's a thing. Which, of course, ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Reads from Wikipedia. Okay, guys. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, known as Dr. Robotnik and his Mean Bean Machine in Europe. Wow, big notable. What do you think caused that change? Like, who in Europe was like,
This
no,
isn't
no,
a mean
no.
bean machine. This clearly belongs to Dr. Robotnik.
Right, exactly. We do not believe in the apostrophe S here in Europe. Is a puzzle game developed by Compile. And who knows? And released by Sega for the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. It also came out on the Sega Game Gear and the Sega Master System. It is the Western release of Puyo Puyo and the first Puyo Puyo game to be released in the West. So that's notable.
Yeah. That's notable.
That's notable. The game replaces Puyo Puyo's characters with characters from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, being
All from the cartoon.
Yes, being primarily based on the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog animated series, rather than taking place on the main games universe. It is also one of a few titles in the Sonic the Hedgehog series to not feature Sonic himself. The game was released in North America in 1993 and came out in Europe in 1994. They needed the extra year to work out that apostrophe fiasco. The game received generally positive reviews, with critics praising the addictive gameplay in different modes, while criticizing the quickly increasing difficulty. So there we have it. Ready to close it down? You want to take some calls?
Yep. Absolutely.
I have a quiz. We could do that.
Yes. Now, see, these games suck for me to do because I don't like Puyo Puyo. I do not like it at all.
Here's what would have been great. It would have been great if I would have gone back and listened to episode 39 of our show where we talk about Puyo Puyo.
Yep.
Because we were doing IGN's top 100 SNES games, and Kirby's Avalanche is on that list. And what I should have done was gone back and listened to that and then asked you questions like, has your attitude changed on this or this or this? Because I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what I said on that episode.
I just know I didn't like it.
I feel like I wasn't really keen on the game.
Yeah, I was not at all. And because I played it, I put Puyo Puyo on both mine and Melissa's phones to play it and catch up a little bit.
Nice.
And yeah, she was playing it. She's like, it's just like shitty Tetris.
Well,
I was like, I agree with you. Even the jellies.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing as Kirby's Avalanche, which is just so I'm torn. I'm torn because it pisses me off because this is just like this weird reskin that they're just slapping labels on and sending out to whatever console in the US. But at the same time, okay, Mario Brothers 2 did that, and I love that game. So I don't want to shit all over it because sometimes it works.
Yeah.
But this is not better than Phantasy Star 2 and Toe Jam and Earl. It's not. It's too high. To be this carbon copy game, I think it's way too fucking high.
Okay, but Kirby's Avalanche came after this game.
Yeah.
So I get that it's a reskin of Puyo Puyo, but this was the first version that we had. We wouldn't have been able to play it any other way.
Yeah.
I get it now. I get it in 2016 that it feels kind of dumb because it's I guess we don't really see this kind of stuff anymore where it's there's a Japanese release but they reskin it for us.
That's true.
I mean, if we do, I'm unaware of it. What I'm more used to now is there's a game in Japan that I really want to play, but it does not come out here.
Yeah. That was a thing back then, still a thing now. So I think it's just a lot more rare now.
Yeah.
Because, I don't feel one, a lot of stuff gets Western releases. Two, Japan's gaming industry is not what it once was. They're not top dog anymore.
That is true. Okay, so if you are not familiar with Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, I did stream it. I had a good time with it, so I suggest you check it out. I'll have a link in the show notes. I would like to go on the record and say that I think this game is better than Kirby's Avalanche. Given the choice between the two, even though they're based on the same game, I would choose Kirby's Avalanche any day of the week for two reasons. Three reasons. But one is completely subjective. And that reason is I think it looks better. I like the aesthetic to this game better than I like the aesthetic to Kirby's Avalanche. Because Kirby,
So Beam Machine is the one you'd rather play.
yes, did I misspeak?
You say Kirby's Avalanche.
Oh no
yeah.
no! Oops,
Okay.
my bad.
Goofs.
I'm a real goofball over here. No. I would much rather play Mean Bean Machine.
Okay.
Because I like the aesthetic. I like the visuals better in Mean Bean Machine than Kirby's Avalanche.
I can see where it'd make you mad too, because you love Kirby so much. Oh, a new Kirby game. Oh, this is not a Kirby game.
Well, right, but I can separate myself from that because it's the same with like. Do you remember the Yoshi puzzlers? Do you remember like Yoshi Cookie?
Mm-hmm.
And then there was this Game Boy puzzler. I think that was just called Yoshi. Those games really set the bar for me to like separate
come
myself.
blind, fuck slave. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So, yeah, I mean, Kirby's Avalanche would probably have pissed me off as a kid, but like the first time I played it was as an adult, and it was just kind of like, well, okay, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
But Mean Bean Machine has a password system, which Kirby's Avalanche does not have. So I like that in Mean Bean Machine. You can save your progress. And I also really like the music in Mean Bean Machine, which I hear they're essentially rearrangements of the original Puyo Puyo soundtrack, which I really like. They're really Time Lord Josh Edwards was watching me play on Twitch, and he used the perfect word for the soundtrack, and that is groovy. It's like a groovy kind of soundtrack.
Okay. Because I played it with the sound off. So, but whenever I was doing some research into it, that was the number one search result for Mean Bean Machine was Mean Bean Machine OST.
Oh, really?
Yep.
There's not many tracks to it because I think each different play mode has its own music and it doesn't change. And there's 3 different modes. There's scenario mode, which takes you to the story of Mean Bean Machine, which I guess we should probably get into at some point. And then there's a different song for exercise mode, which is you just playing by yourself.
Practice.
Exactly. And then there's a different track for 1 player versus 2 player.
Okay.
The story of Mean Bean Machine, are you familiar with it?
No, not really. Because, of course, like I don't like Puyo Puyo. I gave it a shot to see if there's any difference. Do I like it any better now? No, I don't. Because I guess I love Tetris so much. I sat down and want it to be Tetris, and it's not Tetris, so I don't like it. It's one of those, like, if I had to play it for hours, like maybe I would get past that stigma, like the natural stigma I have toward it, but I'm just not going to do that.
Natural stigma. I think that's debatable. I get it though, because like Tetris is like, I feel like if you grew up when we grew up, like Tetris is like the staple. Like that's the puzzle game.
Yep.
Because Tetris was a fucking craze, you know? Like that
But
really took over.
some games I like though, because what was for the Super Nintendo, the game with Bub and Bob that we played, that Nikki was on with us.
That is... God, what was that called?
Yeah, with that puzzler.
I know what you're talking about. It's Bub and Bob from Bubble Bobble, and you're firing bubbles to pop
These same elemental matches and these marbles or whatever.
Bust-
that I enjoyed. So it's not like
a move.
Bust a move. All right.
Jesus. Thank you, listeners, for hanging in there with us on that one.
So like that I enjoyed. So it's not like I hate all puzzlers. I love, I guess, puzzle games. I say I love puzzle games, so I like puzzle games like logic puzzles more than I do, this kind of puzzle.
Right.
But like I like that, so it's not like I just dislike everything but Tetris.
And Honey Pop.
Yeah,
that's
I did
a
love
puzzle
that.
game,
I love that.
which is essentially what Bejeweled is. That what it is?
Yeah, Bejeweled with items.
Yeah, and Bejeweled is, I like Bejeweled.
Yeah, Bejeweled's fine too. So it's just Puyo Puyo. Something about it, I just don't like it.
I honestly think that Puyo Puyo is a more difficult puzzle game. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the genre, but I played enough of it, so I feel like I've got a sense of like what is difficult and what is not, and I think Puyo Puyo is difficult because it's introducing the element of, if you're not familiar with how the game works, there are you need to connect 4 beans of the same color, and once you connect 4 beans of the same
In any
color,
way they touch.
right, except for diagonal. So that means that you can join them horizontally, vertically, L-shaped, or T-shaped. As long as you're connected that way, in any of those ways, they disappear. And when they disappear, you send a garbage block to your opponent. That's another, I think, big element of Puyo Puyo and Mr. Bean. God damn it. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I swear I've been like fighting that all day. I got Mr. Bean on the mind, man.
Yeah, you do.
But what makes it different from other puzzlers is that in the main game mode, it's competitive. You're playing against a CPU opponent. And in this game, in Mean Bean Machine, they are very fucking difficult. Very, very difficult. There were moments where I was playing where I was like, what am I doing wrong? Because this is fucking possible. So that makes it a little different than other games. The opponent is trying to do the same thing. He's trying to match up 4 beans, 4 matching color beans to make them disappear. So like Tetris, these 2 beans will drop at a time, and you rotate them so that you.
So it's
try to
Dr.
match them
Mario-esque in that way.
Absolutely, it's a very, very good analogy. I forget about Dr. Mario.
And I love Dr. Mario. I think Dr. Mario is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I mean, even that I prefer. But
So you try to make combos, your opponent does the same, and then the real key to the game is chaining those combos. Like trying to figure out ways that you can make, for example, 4 blue beans disappear and causing beans above it to form chains as they fall.
Yep.
The more chains that you combine, the more junk blocks you're going to send to your opponent. And then whoever's screen fills with beans whoever fills up first loses. There's no time limit, but like those beans, like the longer the match goes, the faster they fall from the top. And the faster you have to make decisions. It gets really hectic, which I think is fun because that's another element that I don't think you really get in Tetris. Like it gets really kind of hectic as your screen starts to fill up.
Yeah.
But like just the sheer speed, I'm telling you, check out the gameplay on Twitch because like there is a moment where these fuckers are like boom, 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 and it's like there's a point where it's just like my fingers cannot move fast enough to get them where my brain wants them to go.
yeah, boo.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I could see why it's addictive too, because I only played this game for a little over an hour, but I wanted to play more of it. Like I wanted to play more of it, but I was also intimidated to play more of it because it was so just ball crushingly difficult. I only made it to the second stage, and that second stage probably took me the majority of that hour trying to clear. It was against Robot Grimace. I don't know. I don't remember him from the Sonic cartoon, but
yeah, there's also, once you kind of understand how the game works, puzzle games are a little harder for us to talk about since it's just like, it's like this, then it gets faster.
Yeah, come on. I feel like I did an okay job.
No, you did a really good job. You did a really good job. I was just going to try to build on it and didn't know what else to do.
Well, let's talk.
No, you perfectly explained the game.
Let's talk. I perfectly, boringly described the game.
No. You did it eloquently and entertainingly.
Oh, well, thank you.
You E-squared it.
Just like Dixie Girl. I done Dixie Girl proud. Well, let's talk about, since the Sonic Adventures animated series is kind of like a forefront in this game. Do you have any experiences with that? Because I don't think we've ever really talked about the Sonic cartoon.
I watched it a little bit. I remember, I may be just remembering incorrectly, but I remember there being like 2 different Sonic cartoons. One which was like your bonkers Saturday morning, Sonic is just like a cool dude. He's just in trouble. Gotta get these rings. And another had a lot more serious tone to it.
Yeah.
And I liked the one that had the more serious tone.
I don't really remember the difference.
Like I remember one where
the one where like Tails gets like a real bad meth addiction.
Well, yeah, exactly. And they're Breaking Bad style. Like a ring was a rarity. Like I remember like an episode where he found one, and I remember it being like, it's weird that like for a person who I don't generally like drama and seriousness to my television, for some reason like the memories I have that I hold most dear of childhood television are those moments that were serious and dark.
Yeah.
Especially like Reboot. I did not really like Reboot until it got dark, and then it did. Once Bob got fucking sucked into the internet, and then Enzo had to take up his mantle and fucking got his eye ripped out, and then he got taken away, and Dot is like crushed by depression of her younger brother essentially dying.
Yeah.
Like, then I was like, this cartoon is badass.
That does sound really, really cool. I never could get
And then it
into
time hops like 20 years in the future, and Enzo looks like Cable.
So not a big Sonic Adventures guy?
No, I remember. Yeah, I didn't. I remember it just being kind of goofy, and I think it came out at a time like it wasn't good for me, so I didn't watch a whole lot of it.
It did not have a good time slot. I remember that because I remember having to go out of my way to watch it. I didn't watch a lot, but I remember two things about it. Jaleel White voiced Sonic. And which I like, it was crazy because like he doesn't really even change his voice that much from Urkel. So I mean, it was just like I remember the first time watching it as a kid, being like, "Fucking Urkel's a Sonic the Hedgehog? What is this?" And then chili dogs. I remember those two things about the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. It's like Sonic fucking loves chili dogs. I would love to go back and watch it just to see if how many references to chili dogs there are in that cartoon. Because
it's the equivalent to "Excuse me, princess."
It has to be, right? Because like it's like that of all things, that's what sticks in my mind about Sonic. Like I can't even look at Sonic the Hedgehog and not think about chili dogs. Why has this? By the way, how is the Sonic the drive up not licensed?
Embrace Sonic, yeah.
You know how Dairy Queen had Dennis the Menace for the longest time?
Yeah.
Sonic needs to do that with motherfucking Sonic the Hedgehog, and not this like
he's cheap now.
Yeah, I know, right? And I'm not talking about this like tall, lanky, like hip Sonic that's
the
out
emo
now.
Sonic the Hedgehog. They should make a pact with DeviantArt. A pact. Make an agreement. That's the only deal you make with DeviantArt is you make a blood pact.
Yeah.
They get all the fan fiction Sonic characters.
Yeah, you sacrifice 5 pit bulls from Chaos Kennel, and then you make a blood pact with DeviantArt.
That's how I prefer to talk. That's just how I entered a pact with my employer. I'm also trying to think about serious moments in cartoons before that I also liked. Bonkers. I remember there was a dark moment toward the end of Bonkers, like him trying to confront being a cartoon in the real world and how his life had changed and how he was depressed about it.
There's a serious cast change in Bonkers. Do you remember that?
Between the girl and the guy partner?
Yep.
Yeah.
And there is, dude, I heard something recently about Bonkers, and I thought of you because I know out of everybody I know, I probably heard you mention Bonkers more than anybody else.
So much.
Everybody involved in that cartoon was absolutely fucking miserable and hated it.
Oh.
That was supposed to be, from what I've heard, I haven't verified it, but I've heard that was supposed to be a Roger the Rabbit cartoon.
That makes sense.
And that's why it starts out with Bonkers. Is that the character's name? Bonker? Bonker? I don't know. And then that...
totally nuts.
And yeah. And then his partner. Because it's very much...
overweight cop in a vest.
Absolutely.
A small vest.
So it's trying to set up that Roger Rabbit dichotomy. And then like the whole thing of like... Toontown or whatever the fuck it was in Bonkers, because I cannot remember. I saw that show like twice and was like, I don't know. And then like there was that huge shift near the end where he got a new partner,
Miranda, the skinny blonde woman. Yeah,
who I heard was
she was like a single mom and he got close to her daughter and it being like a.
I have not heard anything good about like the people involved. Like no one, that cartoon just didn't find like no one was happy with the end product.
Except me.
Tyler's on board.
That.
You and a bunch of other kids, I'm sure. Yeah. I think that if I had been a little bit younger when it was coming out, I would have fucking eaten it up because that was just a little bit after like Tailspin and stuff like that. I feel like, which I fucking loved some Tailspin. We still need to play Tailspin.
Yeah, we do.
I've heard it's awful. I hear that.
I'm sure it is. I remember also Power Rangers. Like, what was it? I want to say that like Goldar and Rita kidnapped the Power Rangers like parents and basically blackmailed them. Like, kill your parents unless you give us your power coins. They're like, well, shit. Okay, here you go. Here are our power coins, and they can't turn into the Rangers, so they're fucking destroying. Rita's destroying shit left and right. but they asked for their power coins. So they gave them theirs. Jason still had one extra one because it didn't belong to anybody. And he pulls out the Green Ranger's power coin. I remember as a kid, I was like, oh my God!
He's going to save everybody from sex trade.
So they call Tommy back, and like Zordon has to give him like his life force or some shit to power his coin. Oh, as a kid, that was like, oh man.
I'm so glad you said Zordon because I was in stream the other day and could not remember the name of the face of Bo in Power Rangers. And like it was funny because like it took a while for chat to get there too. And I remember, God, I wish I could give a shout out. I can't remember who suggested it, but they said Gordon. So now I'll always remember Zordon as Gordon.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything else? I don't really have a whole lot more to say about Mean Bean Machine other than this. It has a story where Dr. Robotnik has found a race of living beings that he is going to turn into robotic slaves. And you got to save them. That's pretty much it.
What was it? I watched a game theory because they were trying to figure out how fast Sonic was, and it varies wildly depending on the game. But the only thing is, though, like the fastest character on foot in Sonic the Hedgehog is not Sonic. It is Dr. Robotnik.
Right? Because he's always escaping.
Because, yeah, like no matter how fast you're going, he's got like his arms up, sweating, running much faster than Sonic.
You know what that proves?
Sonic deserved to lose to Mario.
Well, not only that, but science is better than nature. Like technology is better than nature.
Damn.
That's why us, the humans, can make animals our slaves. Because we're smarter. We got the know-how. We got the willpower to do it.
See, this is how that one M. Night Shyamalan movie happens, where the plants start releasing toxic things that make us kill each other.
I missed that one. I haven't seen.
Oh, forget! Like for some reason, people just start committing suicide, like laying down the road.
Was that The Happening?
The Happening, yeah. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Spoilers. It's plants releasing
twist?
neurological toxins that are killing off the human race.
I know. I didn't plan on seeing that one anyway.
So yeah.
Man, I feel bad for him because of the Sixth Sense, I feel like it.
See, I don't feel bad for him. I feel like he just got fucking lucky twice. Because I liked Unbreakable.
Yeah,
other than that, like I have not liked an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
I feel bad for him because I feel like The Sixth Sense was such a success. I feel like he
can't live up to that. Can't do that again.
Not only can he not live up to it, but like he became the twist guy.
Yep.
Where it's like I gotta have a twist. That was the whole crux of
That's
The
how
Sixth
they
Sense.
made fun of him and Robot Chicken. Like, what a twist! Because the whole episode was like sudden turns, and then his like bubble would pop in the corner. Oh, what a twist!
I haven't seen it. Was it really him? Please.
Probably not. That'd be awesome.
It sounded like Triumph the comic dog, the insult comic dog.
God, his 2016, was it 2016? 2016 election special on
stuff.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, fuck, it's so good. Do you have any achievements for this game?
Can you help me?
Yep.
Do you have any achievements for this game?
Too many mean beans.
Too many mean beans.
And that's when you lose just from garbage beans piling up.
Do you have any other achievements?
There's something about like Skynet arrives as when you lose to the computer 20 times in a row.
I think I unlocked that one. I think I'm responsible for Skynet, Tyler. That's what I'm saying. I have some names, so I need help workshopping some of these. I have 4 names. Only one of those has an actual achievement tied to it.
Okay.
First achievement is called Mean Girls. And in order to unlock Mean Girls, you either need to play this game with Tina Fey or Lindsay Lohan, I guess. But I mean, come on.
You're probably more likely to play with Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, definitely. I'll just sprinkle some cocaine into leave a trail into a box propped up by a stick. Mean Girls. In order to unlock that, you need to form an all-female Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine competition league. And that's what you need to do.
Okay, I was trying to think of 4 female Sonic characters.
I came from an age, I think, where there were none.
I think Amy. So I want like
Good Gorilla?
Yep. Amy the pink hedgehog with her giant hammer.
Okay. I don't remember.
There's probably
her.
more. There's a bat. There's a girl bat
I don't
who was
remember
like
her.
Knuckles' love interest or something like that. So
Ugh, come on, Knuckles. You do better than a bat. Come on, man. And I've got an achievement called Bean Flicker, but I do not know how to unlock Bean Flicker.
because there's red beans. So I'd say
Yeah.
that's get a 6 red bean combo.
Oh, raw red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubbed raw red beans. I love it. That's good. That's why we're a good team. Second achievement.
Because I see that Instagram post where they had Chandra originally posted like this compatibility quiz, and her and Paul Korn got like 103% or something. She posted, she's like, of course.
That's a lot.
So I took it,
Yeah.
put us in it,
Yeah.
got 106%.
Yeah. Yeah, dog. Here's my other achievement.
Oh, I put Melissa in it, and we were like also 106%. So I'm just as compatible with you as I am my wife.
Perfect. Well, I feel like that. I feel like I can concede to Melissa. That's fine. You can have Tyler. It's not a big deal. I get him 2 nights a week. It's fine. You are like
Your sister wives. It's fine. You drop a schedule.
It's essentially like we won you in like a radio contest. Like we split the raffle ticket.
Put your hand on me. The first and last one to take your hand off.
Second achievement is called King of the Hill of Beans. So, what you got?
Fill up over half the screen with colored beans. So just
And
enough.
colored bean accessories.
God, who was it? They were posting in chat about those weird King of the Hill bumpers of where Hank Hill meets
Silver
Surfer
That was
and
guilty.
powers his board with propane.
Guilty. Yeah, I loved hearing Hank's
that was
sales pitch to the Silver
I
Surfer.
expected that to be something fake from like Adult Swim.
I know.
Mr. Surfer?
Hold a link to that in the show notes.
And just the shocked, speechless Silver Surfer looking very surprised at Hank Hill and then wearing a Strickland propane t-shirt.
That's it.
That's
I've got another achievement name. I'm not going to use it because it comes up later in a quiz I have for you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
I've had fun today. I mean, it's been okay.
Yeah.
It's been okay.
It's equivalent to the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. Okay. I feel like this game belongs on the list for the sake of being important.
Yeah. I feel like we said about a lot of these games.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not great. Okay, it was important.
Right. Yeah. I agree with that. A lot of these I haven't felt like were great games, but it makes sense that they're on the list because it's like, well, okay. 1989, first like RTS
That's
game on a
true.
console. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of like important games.
And
on
I
this
guess,
list.
like, I know I didn't give Genesis any credit for stuff like that. You know,
No.
I forget that it's older than the Super Nintendo because I came in on the Super Nintendo.
Right.
So,
you gotta really wipe it down when you do that. Or it stops working. after a
because it
while.
worked with the NES, just raise that flap, shut it back down. It's fine.
Yeah, it's no big
Super
deal.
Nintendo's a whole different
Yeah.
thing.
Did you ever have any of the cleaning kits for any of your consoles?
No. I mean, I have the Super Nintendo one now in a box somewhere.
Yeah.
Just as a collectible, but no.
I had the Game Boy cleaning kit, and I'm pretty sure. Did you guys have a VHS cleaning tape?
Yes.
Was that just bullshit? Because I feel like
think
that was just bullshit.
I don't know what that does. Does it just spin faster and knock off dust? I don't know what the fuck that does.
Yeah, I feel like that was my parents getting duped out of $20 or whatever. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would you give it?
I would have to give this 99 Power of Sire beards from Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Oh,
Okay, so this is a rabbit hole. You have to follow me down.
perfect. Let's go.
Power of Sire in Castlevania Symphony of the Night is the most powerful item in the game. You use it and it kills everything on the screen, and the animation is a portrait of Vlad the Impaler,
Okay.
which supposedly is Dracula, and it kills everything on the screen. There are only like 5 or 6 in the entire game.
So it's an item?
It's an item, usable item.
I don't think I ever picked one up.
Yep.
Or if I did, I in typical Dave fashion never used
Held on to it.
Right.
Yep. So, because whenever you used it, like the portrait appears, like it's just like neon lines in the background, a bunch of sparks go everywhere, everything dies. Only 5 or 6, so I gave it 99 of them. The only way to get 99 powers of sire is to buy the duplicator. And the duplicator duplicates whatever item you have in your other hand. And it's incredibly expensive. You buy it from the library. It's like by far the most expensive thing. I've only known Josh Nance to go through the trouble of getting enough gold to go buy it. And then him just like equipping 2 powers of sire and just steamrolling through the castle. But so, because we get so many different versions of Puyo Puyo.
Yeah.
Got to throw in the duplicator to beard.
All right. I like it. That was very well
So.
thought out. I like that. Tyler,
So I drink the LIT. Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sum up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would you give it?
I would have to give it the haunted house fun show mirror glasses of Lord Mike of Purdue at Talon Falls. So that is Micah at Talon Falls looking in funhouse mirrors on either side of each other. So he sees his own glasses extend on into eternity.
Playing again on, of course, Puyo Puyo being,
being
done
have
over
so
and
many
over again.
fucking iterations of it.
Tetris is guilty of that too.
Yeah.
I think even
I mean, Tetris
more
itself
so.
is a clone.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah.
The one that we know, at least.
Yeah. So what, Tenjin? Tenjin is the original?
Don't give me
With the
lying to
Moscow
you.
Towers, the black, non-licensed NES cartridge.
I'm familiar with Tenjin, but I don't remember. It wouldn't surprise me if the first Tetris for NES was a bootleg, because I know that game.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was, but I don't know for sure.
The history of that game is fascinating, and it's like because of where it came from, because it was essentially a property of Soviet Russia. It was just fucking bootleg left and right because no one could fucking buy it. They didn't know how to buy it.
Yeah.
So there's that really cool documentary on Tetris.
Tell me that. I want to watch that.
I'll put it in the show notes. It's really, really cool. Totally engrossing. It's also kind of sad to like see the story of like the creator of the game and seeing how like he really lost control of his creation because of the government that he lived within.
Man.
So.
Well, when Trump's president, they're going to be our greatest allies. So it's fine.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, we'll just give him Alaska, and then Pitbull will never play there again.
It's true. It's true. You're free, Pitbull. Like freeing the genie in Aladdin. You're free. I wish Pitbull free. He never has to go back.
Tyler?
Yes, Dave.
I've got another question for you. I would like to know how much this game is on Amazon. If you were to buy it right now used on Amazon, how much do you think you would pay for it?
See, I've heard of Mean Bean Machine. Like, I heard about it back in the day. And being the first release of Puyo Puyo, like, I'm going to bet there are a lot. I'm going to bet it sold fairly well. I'm going to say $7.
Tyler, actual retail value of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine for the Sega Genesis used at the time of this recording on Amazon is $4. You were very, very close.
Yep.
There's also, I think you can buy a new copy on Amazon for way too much money.
Oh, yeah, of course.
If that's your
course.
thing, you can get that there
God.
too.
I don't think there exists a game that I'd be like, yeah, okay, brand new. Okay, well, I say that, but I bought Chrono Cross new.
I still don't have Chrono Cross. I still haven't played Chrono Cross. I'd like to.
I haven't opened it. It's a greatest hit, so it's not worth very much. I think
Yeah.
I bought a brand new, still wrapped greatest hits Chrono Cross for like $12 on Amazon.
Yeah, I feel like that's a deal.
Yep.
Shrug. I mean, I really don't know, but I mean, $12. That's not bad.
Yeah. That's a game I think we'd have a good time doing.
I would love to play that game.
But all right, we got that quiz.
I got a quiz.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I am.
You are not excited about it.
No, I am. I brought it up. I am excited about it. If I wasn't, I just would have rolled past it.
Oh yeah, let's just not mention this.
Or things
quiz.
like Who's on Seymour Drive, like that track.
I think you'll like it. I actually, before I get started, I need to give a thanks to Wiz and Sage Ian for helping me with one question. I called Ian and I said, Ian, do you have a minute? He said, yes. I said, let me ask you this bean trivia question. And to which he said, what? And I said, well, just tell me if this makes sense. And then I asked him the question. He said that it was difficult. It was a difficult question, but so this is the one I'm most curious about you getting.
Okay.
It's buried in there somewhere. There's 10 questions. Somewhere in here is one that is kind of iffy, but I'm really, really curious to see if you get
But
it.
it's number 8.
It is, well, I can't answer that.
Okay.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
let's start out with a few light calisthenics.
Okay.
Question number 1.
Chemical calisthenics.
Nice.
Yeah.
Blackalicious reference. I like
Fucking
it.
love Blackalicious.
I do too. Thank you, Jacob of Wolffighting fame, for telling me about Blackalicious a long time ago.
So show notes. Chemical calisthenics and alphabet aerobics.
in there. Now,
Like, yeah.
first question. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
You know how I do also. These questions aren't really questions. They're just statements. Statement 1.
They're just abstract word pictures,
man. Just let your mind go. Statement 1. This British actor is known,
Mr. Bean.
well, okay, for
Rowan
dying,
Atkinson.
for dying on screen.
British actor known for dying on screen. Mm-hmm. Mr. Bean, because this is a Bean-related quiz. I'm trying to
Take a moment. You got
British
this.
actor that dies a lot on screen.
Yeah. That's like what he's known.
Doctor
like,
Who?
that's a good guess, but no.
Dying on screen. Like, what was that black something that Rowan Atkinson was in that was
You're thinking Blackadder,
Blackadder, yeah.
but it's not Rowan Atkinson.
Okay.
I promise.
Who else dies a lot?
Some people say that it doesn't make sense that his first and last name don't rhyme.
Man. Pink Panther. I'm trying to think. British TV
Why
shows.
Pink Panther? What's the thought?
Because they should rhyme. Should be the pink inkster. I don't know.
I'm gonna. You've had like one full LIT, right? So
3/4.
you're almost there. So we'll chalk it up to that. The answer that I was looking for is Sean Bean.
Oh, okay. Bean quiz.
Sean
okay.
Bean. It is
Sean
Bean quiz.
You're right.
Sorry,
You're
but to
right.
remind you, this is a
Okay.
Bean quiz, which I thought you knew because you said Mr. Bean.
Yeah, I know. I know it's a bean quiz. So yeah, that didn't. I forgot he was British. So I was just like, it didn't click to me. I was thinking TV shows.
I
like
gotcha.
British TV shows.
I got you. All right. Okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. We're gonna be fine.
You mean Scene Bean or Sean Bond?
Right. Yes. So now I'm worried because I felt like that was the easiest question. So now I'm really worried about the one I had to call Ian about.
That's all right. It's fine.
Statement/question 2, Tyler. You got
Mr.
this
Bean.
one. You got this one. Unlike Dr. Robotnik, this bean has a much more common honorific.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Got it. Nailed it. Mark one down on the T column. Question statement number 3, Tyler. This golden retriever is famous for rolling that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, man. What's his name? Roll that beautiful bean footage. Oh. Damn. Jay Bush is the human.
Oh, nice. Nice. That is correct.
Oh, man. What is that dog's name?
I will. Would you like a hint?
Airbud Jr.
Airbud Jr. is not
Cosmo.
correct. No, not Cosmo either. I can help you out. Comet from Full House, also not Comet.
Old dog from Homeward Bound.
No.
One not played by Roseanne Barr or Michael J. Fox.
Nope. Sorry, that's not what we're looking for. I'll give you a hint. This dog has something in common with Christian Leitner.
Duke?
Duke.
Okay.
The dog's name is Duke.
Abject hatred.
An outward disrespect for all things good.
They both stepped on Tony Delk's chest.
All right, Tyler. Question statement number 4. This company purchased a license to sell Bertie Bott's Every Flavor beans.
Jelly Belly?
That is Jelly Belly.
Okay.
Very good. Correct. Next, I believe we're on 5. She controls the estate of her father, Kurt Cobain.
Oh, so Courtney Love's daughter, who there's a good documentary about that basically you're like, oh man, Courtney Love had him killed.
I haven't seen it. I've heard about it,
Yeah.
but I haven't seen it.
Because Melissa watched it and she was like, he totally was killed.
Well, I think a lot of people think that.
Just the way the evidence about him holding the shotgun and things like that don't make a lot of sense for a suicide.
And I know the police have like gone on record saying, "Oh yeah, we fucked that case up."
Yeah. Oh, I don't know her name.
It is a bean quiz.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like, Miss Bean.
I mean, close. I was looking for Frances Bean Cobain.
Wow. I'd heard her name, but I could not think of it.
Her middle name is Bean because, do you know why?
Nope.
When Kurt Cobain saw the ultrasound, he thought that she looked like a kidney bean.
Okay.
That's a sentiment that like makes me really sad. Where it's like, that dude, I loved that dude, and he is fucking dead.
Yeah.
So
And Courtney Love's still alive. And I know her daughter fucking hates her, so.
question statement number 7, Tyler. A term used to describe something very favorable or pleasing. It's slang.
Cool beans.
Nailed it. Cool beans. I had a teacher that used cool beans all the time. Next question statement.
Blake still uses that on occasion.
I do too. Sometimes I bust it out. Like when I'm coming. Yeah, that's
Cool
what, yeah. That's what I like to really. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, you want those cool beans on your face?
Here you go, girl.
Let me spill some cool beans.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Get out of here, Duke.
Put on the dog mask. I'm gonna put on my J. Bush glasses.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
The official Preppy handbook describes this clothing line as, quote, nothing less
LL Bean.
than Prep Mecca. LL
Yeah.
Bean, correct. You're really up on your
I'm an LL Bean man.
yeah, on your official Preppy handbook,
I think I
aren't
have
you?
one pair of LL Bean pants.
Yeah.
They are nice. So yeah, there you go.
I dated a girl once who was like really into LL Bean.
Yeah.
Glad I don't date her anymore. Here is the 9th question, Tyler. This product was developed in 1990 to rid the world of flatulence once and for all.
Rid the world of flatulence once and for all. It's a bean quiz.
It is a bean quiz.
Beans make you toot. So it's not some kind of magical fruit. To end flatulence.
That's one of my favorite moments from Salute Your Shorts. That always sticks in my mind. Budnick's that episode where he is like, I guess, recording a demo or something for an audition, and like he keeps getting cut off in the middle of that song.
Oh, yeah.
Beans, the magic musical fruit.
Oh. Is it this? I assume this is the difficult one. A product made to end flatulence. Beano.
Beano is correct. That's what we were looking for. Also, not the hard one. Here's the hard one. Last question. One of the few things that the Raven Zoltan will say.
The Raven Zoltan. Because Zoltar is the thing from Big.
I believe that is the mystical Zoltar.
Zoltar.
You remember when the amusement machine told Tom Hanks to eat a bunch of beans?
It'll make you bigger.
Or just at least your dick.
Because who was it? Bam Bam talking about that show, or Crack talking about that show? Like, he's a 13-year-old kid. How did that woman feel after he fucked her? Like, she sees him turn back into a 13-year-old kid. How'd she feel knowing she fucked a 13-year-old?
She seemed okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
Surprisingly. Makes me question her character.
She Mary Kelly turned it. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, look, no one would have cared. He was a boy and she was a grown woman. No one. It doesn't matter unless
That's
it's flipped the other way around.
That's true. Because you see that, man, whenever those cases come out, everybody argues. Like, you see, look at the Facebook comments for any of those. It's like, wish I had that high school teacher.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
yeah,
the South Park episode.
It's totally
Nice.
different. Totally different.
That's totally, yeah. I'm not judging that. I'm just saying that is
Yeah, I mean,
a true thing.
it's still the same crime. But yeah, it's just society takes it differently.
Would you like me to read it again?
Yep.
One of the few things that the Raven Zoltan will say.
The Raven. What is that? What is that from? I need more context. I can't put it together.
You are a big fan of this series of novels.
The Raven Zoltan.
He is owned by someone named Brown.
Radagast the Brown? Okay, so Raven Lord of the Rings.
Think of a series that you're a bigger fan of.
So when you say Raven, I just can't help but think of Game of Thrones.
How about the Dark Tower series?
Oh man, that's a deep cut into, because he was in like the Gunslinger, maybe Drawing of the Three.
Well, clearly Ian's a bigger fan of the series than you are.
Yeah.
So your cred's on the line here.
Well, I read the Gunslinger and Drawing of the Three like I was a freshman in college. I was a senior in high school when I read the Gunslinger.
That's a long
and a freshman in college when I read
ago.
Drawing of the Three.
I will tell you that this is from the Gunslinger.
Okay. Beans.
Watch out for those beans!
Feed me some beans. I've read the original Gunslinger and the re-release that King was like, oh, I wrote this when I was like 18. This kind of sucks. I'm going to redo it.
I didn't know that he did that. Mm-hmm. This is...
Change the Man in Black a little bit. Everything else is pretty similar. Man, I don't remember.
I'll give you one more hint.
Okay.
It is the same thing that Budnick said in that episode of Salute Your Shorts that I really like.
The magical fruit.
He did say beans, the musical fruit.
Musical
was
fruit.
one of the few things that this Raven said.
Man.
Supposedly.
So long ago.
I had to call Ian because it was like, hey, dude, I've never read this. Can you confirm?
Man, that was he's right. It was a long fucking time ago. Because remember, he befriends like basically a hobo in the village of Tull.
I don't know. This is all way, way, way over me.
Because I remember I loved that book, and I tried to get Meg to read that series, and she read up until the point where Roland is trying to get information about the Man in Black from a very obese woman in like a church.
Yeah.
And she won't tell him. So in order to make her tell him, he shoves his gun in her poon.
Oh, no.
And threatens her. And that's what finally makes her talk.
Yeah.
At that point, she was like, nope.
Yeah. Everyone loves a little sexual assault in their interrogation, though, right?
Yep. I'm actually King when he was 18, like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
He's gonna fuck her with a hot gun.
That concludes our quiz, Tyler.
That was good. That was hard, but it was good.
Ian said that question was hard, and he said that he would not have gotten it had he not known that this was a bean quiz.
Yeah. Now, when did I read? Like, I finished The Dark Tower. I finished the last book, like, when it came out. I remember that had to be 2004, 2005. Like, I was working at Huddle House. I finished it at Huddle House when I was supposed to be working.
I can't even talk. I haven't read that series of books, so I'm going to be grossly underprepared for the movie.
So ready for the book. The movie. Yeah, God, I'm so ready. And I think, man, it pisses me off that people are so mad about Idris Elba, because Idris Elba is fucking perfect.
I don't know. I like him as an actor, but I don't know anything about the character. So
King wrote Roland picturing Clint Eastwood, but Clint Eastwood is way too old to do it. Granted, Roland needs to be a little older. Roland needs to be in his 40s.
Yeah, but Clint Eastwood, he's
way too old now.
Right, he's older than that.
I think Idris Elba. Nothing in the book. You see the sketches in Wizard and Glass. Yes, Roland is white, but there's nothing important about him being white.
Yeah.
The only character whose skin tone is important is Detta Odetta.
I don't know.
I
don't know who that is. But I'm picturing she got a gun shoved up her poon.
She is a woman with multiple personalities that Roland has to bring into the fold, and so she's a very like racially charged, angry. She has like a calm woman and then like an angry black woman persona.
Okay.
Like she talks. Because Roland's the white devil. So the racial component to her, okay, important. She needs to be black.
Right.
But Roland, nothing about Roland says he has to be white or black. So, but Idris Elba he's the right age, he's the right actor, he has the right look. It's fucking perfect. So I have strong opinions about that.
I'm with you. I'm looking forward to seeing the movie. I wish that I'd read the series because I hear nothing but good things about it. And
it's very different, and I would love to do a Savage Worlds game in Midworld.
Yeah,
which is
that where it takes place?
Yeah, which it kind of indicates that it is Earth after a nuclear war or some kind of like mass devastation thing, where pockets of society were able to rebuild, like but it's still like, because you will see like a Texaco station, and no one knows what Texaco is, but like the gas station's still there, buried under sand, and they're trying to figure it out. And there are some technology is still there, you know, from back in the day. And
Question for you: Do you your love of Fallout? Do you think there's any connection to
absolutely
this series of books?
I think Dark Tower is what got me on the dystopia kick.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, as you're describing the setting, it reminds me of Fallout.
it definitely does. And I mean, the tech is more futuristic because it definitely it's not like the mass extinction happened now. The mass extinction happens 50 years from now.
I got you.
So
Cool. I'd love to read those, but I don't have time before the movie comes out, because that thing's coming out pretty soon, isn't it?
I mean, the Gunslinger, you can listen to the audiobook for Gunslinger pretty quickly.
It would probably take me less time to read it.
Because it's fiction.
Yeah, I don't
It,
do well
it's
with
not
fiction.
long. It's not long either. Like I think Josh read it in 2 nights.
Wow.
Like
Okay.
all the others are fucking enormous. The Gunslinger is pretty short.
I'm actually looking forward to reading that series because I've read a lot of other Stephen King. And I always have, like, since I was a kid, I read Stephen King.
There are a lot of characters and references.
That's what I hear. I hear that the Dark Tower series like ties a lot of that stuff together into one kind of
like what is it? Because like his adventuring party is called his quartet, and it's 4 people and an animal in his quartet, and the closest person who's not quite in the quartet but is basically a member of their party is the priest from Pet Sematary. Plays a big important role.
Wow, cool. So. Yeah, man, I'm into this.
Yeah.
I have to read this. I'm into this.
So he's like, he gets his own like chapters and stuff, and no one else does that.
Oh man.
So he's important to the story. And the guy from I can't even remember, but a lot of King's characters you see. So
cool. I love that. I love that everything's kind of connected in his fiction. Yeah. It's a nice touch because it's like reading a lot of his stuff, I wouldn't even know it, right? It's kind of one of those things where it's like, it's there, but if you don't know about it, it's not a big deal. But if you do know about it, it gives deeper meaning to it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's all I got. That was a quiz. That's all I've got to say about Mean Bean Machine, other than I recommend it over Kirby's Avalanche. I think it's a better game. Yeah. I think I haven't played the original Puyo Puyo, so I do not know if it's a better port. But I think it's a better game than Kirby's Avalanche. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, we're about at time, so we don't really have time to take any calls or anything. So wrap it up. Thanks for listening, everybody. You can find the show on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud, so don't miss the next episode, either Kid Chameleon or Shining Force or Haja. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's up to Drew.
Yeah, up to Drew.
Check out Hops and Heroes. It's a podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's good. I enjoy it. It's
Drew's on it. He's Drew 1.
It's true. Let's see. Hey, you like this show? We're on iTunes, biggest marketplace. So if you want, you can go to iTunes, find us, give a 5-star review, write a review. We love that. It helps. You need to subscribe, 5-star review, write a review. It matters. If you don't want to do it there, you can go to Amazon. We got a shirt there.
Yeah.
So not the bootleg shirt. Our shirt exclusively blue.
Yeah,
exclusively blue.
Our shirt is the blue one with the 5-star reviews.
So thank you, Terrified Michelle, because she returned her and her wife's shirts. I think just she had the bootleg. Returned it, got a new one, posted a picture on the Facebook. Thank you. Awesome.
I love that. I really fucking love that. You guys are amazing. That makes me feel great that we have listeners who would do that for us.
Yeah.
But it also makes me even angrier that bootleg exists, because it's like that bootleg inconvenienced one of our people. You know what I mean? Yep. And like that irks me, because it's like, because someone made this bootleg shirt.
I guess they bootleg like smaller people's stuff, because like we're not gonna get a lawyer and sue.
No. That's
so I guess that's why it targets maybe once a certain amount of reviews are written. I guess it's a bot. I don't fucking know.
We have no idea. Yeah. But I have asked Amazon to take it down, and I have not heard back from them. So that makes me think that it's going to be there for a while.
Yep.
So if you plan on getting a shirt, get the one that's blue and has all the 5-star reviews.
Yep. So, and then we're on various forms of social media, Facebook, Twitter, all of that. So if you have anything you want to talk to us about, like be it you have an episode request, any guest host you want for an episode, a Patreon request.
Yeah.
Here's something I want to hear about.
Okay.
Because I saw it. I've seen it several times, and most recently, someone brought it up again. I'm sorry to remember who it was. I think it was. Oh, I can see it in my head. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm gonna check just because I want to give them.
Yeah, please.
So I want to say it was Robin. Is who I think it was. Robin Thorne. Robin Thorne brought up missing Super Nintendo games because the golden age of TADPOG being the top 100 SNES games. We get that fairly frequently.
Yeah.
People love classic TADPOG. People love the SNES TADPOG. All that kind of stuff. So here is my question to, if you can send me on Facebook, whatever, that's fine. So my question is, why are those episodes so good to people? Let me know why those are so special to you. Mm-hmm. Is it because it's Super Nintendo? Were we so much different back then? What about back then was so appealing? Mm-hmm. That I want to know. So please, I have a Twitter, so you can do it on Twitter. It's probably not the most effective way, but a private message on Facebook, either to TADPOG or directly to me, whatever. Because I'm just curious about that. So please let me know.
Yeah, I am too. I do think that we're different than we were. I mean, we started this show, almost 4 years ago.
Yeah.
We've definitely changed.
Yeah.
Well, you and I both have gone through several life changes.
Yeah, we've had life milestones that we've experienced on the show. So
yeah. So that would be my guess, but I don't know. And if that is the answer, I don't know. I think it's just TADPOG just kind of evolves as we do.
Yeah, that's true. Please get in touch with me and let me know.
Yeah.
Let's see. But whatever you have to say to us, all those requests, anything like that, whatever you have to say to us, we promise we will get to that eventually.
Don't worry, guys. Like Tyler said, we're going to be back. We're going to be talking about something. In the meantime, you can always find us on tadpog.com. That's where the show notes live. Hey, do you want to see the trailer to Carlito's Way? That's going to be there. Mm-hmm. I'll post that Tetris documentary if I can find it. That'll be there as well.
Listen to some Blackalicious.
Yep, there'll be some Blackalicious songs on there. Just check it out. You want a sweet Aaliyah jam? That'll be there too. There's so many delights just waiting there.
My baby now, sleep, sleep, sleep.
You can also find us on Facebook. We're at facebook.com/TADPOG. There's a lot of cool people there doing a lot of cool shit. We're on Twitter. We are at TADPOG_podcast. It's cumbersome, I realize. Hey, big thank you to everybody who is retweeting us, especially our episode announcements, because that warms our hearts. We guarantee it. I went to a doctor, certified heart warmer is what he said. You can also, if you'd like to, give us a call. Sometimes we play voicemails on the show and read text messages. Shoot us a line at 270-883-2555. We have a Patreon. If you enjoyed this, consider donating to our Patreon because A, it makes us feel good, and B, it really makes us feel good. You can do that at patreon.com/tadpog, and I would like to take a moment to thank a few people who have recently donated. I'd like to thank our very own, quickly rising star, the bloody-handed otaku Jack of Ziggy Moon's Mike H., who has just recently upped his pledge. I would like to thank Micah Purdue for upping his pledge and for providing us with a tasty salsa today. Thank you, Micah. I would like to thank Nick Price for upping his pledge by a good amount. Nick, thank you. We really appreciate that. And we have a new donor. This actually just came in. I'd like to thank Michael for his recent donation. I hope you enjoy them bonus episodes that we've got up there. That is something that everybody gets who donates at least $1 on Patreon. You get our bonus episodes that we've recorded, and you get the ones that we are going to record in the future, which we need to do for October still. I need to talk to you about Chandra's availability. She got in touch with me on that.
So as soon as I get my work schedule, because we work with a skeleton crew, so my boss has not been giving me my schedule until the last day of the previous schedule. It sucks.
Yeah. I was talking to Nikki about like schedules just the other day. I was like, you know what? Like, there's a part of me that really misses having a non-regular schedule. I know that's crazy. I know that's fucking crazy talk, but there's something.
You like a Wednesday or Thursday off?
Yes,
Now and then?
that's the appeal to it.
Yeah.
Where it's like I feel like I could have like a mini vacation if the schedule just kind of landed exactly the right way.
Yeah.
But in the reality of it, I have to remind myself that it makes it difficult to like make weekend plans and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, because I can't do it. So, let's see. If you want to send us something,
Yeah.
postcards. I love the postcards.
yes.
You have a package, games, treats, gross food, mild to hot salsas, whatever. We have a P.O. box for that. So please send that. And I love the postcards. Love them.
Yeah.
Want to make a big thing. It's gonna be
It's
awesome.
gonna be ooch.
So it's gonna be huge. Our fans, we have the best fans, Dave. They send us the best. They send us the best postcards.
We really do have the best listeners.
I assume some of them are rapists,
well,
but they send us the good postcards.
I assume some of them have used some questionable tactics while interrogating someone.
So please send that to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. And then we also have an Instagram, putting more stuff on there. All this good stuff we give you from packages, the postcards. It's all up there. So please follow us on TADPOG_Instagram.
Yep. We got a Twitch channel. You could just search for Tadpog on Twitch. That's the easiest way to do it.
Let's see. I guess I mentioned that I have a Twitter. So like you do the TADPOG handle, TADPOG_podcast. I have my own personal one at Tyrone7570. I don't use it often. I follow a lot of porn stars. So that's basically what I use it for.
You're doing it right.
But I'm reachable on it. So there you go.
I've all but abandoned my personal one. I don't think I've logged into my personal one since we created the Tadpog Twitter account.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, our theme song is moved by Sycamore Drive. And leave that track from that show notes at tadpog.com.
Yep.
Dave, how do you want to close this one out?
I think we should close it out as our favorite bean.
Okay. So until next time.
Yeah, Mr. Bean.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now a dramatic reading by Tyler Holland. Tuesday, October 11th, I think. I want to see your pussy. Show it to me. Can I come and visit? I'll be at your house tonight. They tell me it's soft to touch and really smooth. I can hardly wait to feel that pussy too. You want to play with pussy all the time? To hide that kind of pussy is a crime? To say your pussy's clever and so slick, but I think your pussy's kinda sick. I want to bet your pussy ain't as pretty as mine. I don't hide my pussy like you do all the time. My pussy's just the sweetest thing you ever seen. Compared to mine, your pussy's really ugly and mean. God, this fucking song. I want to bring my pussy everywhere I go. To watch my little pussy as a show. I'm giving Taryn Landon nightmares. You say your pussy's clever and so slick, but I think that your pussy's really thick. All right, now I'm done. I'm not even gonna get to the chorus on that one. That's it.